Chapter 2 Introduction. The second and third chapters of this tractate focus on two types of chatas offerings that are brought in unique circumstances: the Par Kon Mashiach and the Nasi's chatas, and discuss their laws and the ways in which they are different from the Par Helim Devar. Par Kon Mashiach. Originally, the Kohen Gadol was appointed to his position by being anointed with special anointing oil prepared by Moshe. Toward the end of the First Temple area, the anointing oil was hidden to prevent it from being captured by invading forces. From then on, a Kohen assumed the position of Kohen Gadol simply by wearing the 8 garments of the Kohen Gadol rather than the 4 garments worn by ordinary Kohanim. In certain cases, when a Kohen Gadol who was anointed to his position, known as an anointed Kohen, commits an unintentional sin that is subject to a chatas, he does not bring a standard chatas as an ordinary sinner does, but instead brings an offering known as the Par Kohen Mashiach, anointed Kohen's bull. The circumstances for which this offering is brought are similar to those for which the Par Helim Devar is brought. Like the Par Helim Devar, this offering is brought only when two events take place. 1. A mistaken ruling is issued, namely, the anointed Kohen mistakenly rules to permit an action that the Torah forbids, and 2. He then follows his own ruling and performs that action, thereby sinning. If he sins unintentionally without issuing a mistaken ruling, for example, he eats chalev because he simply does not realize what it is, he does not bring this offering. Like the Par Helim Devar, the Par Kohen Mashiach is a young bull. Its blood is sprinkled on the golden altar, and its meat is burned outside Jerusalem. Leviticus 4, 3-12. This offering is brought only by an anointed Kohen, a Kohen Gadol who served after the anointing oil was hidden, who assumed his position simply by wearing the extra garments, is not subject to these laws. If he sins unintentionally, he brings a standard chatas offering, just as an ordinary citizen does. See chapter 3, Mishnah 4. In addition, an anointed Kohen is subject to the Par Kohen Mashiach only if he is learned enough to issue halachic rulings. The Nasi's chatas. When the Jewish king unintentionally commits a sin for which an ordinary person brings a standard chatas, which is a female sheep or goat, the king brings a male goat as a chatas. In every other respect, this offering is the same as the standard chatas. Like a standard chatas, this offering is brought for an unintentional transgression, whether or not it is based on a mistaken ruling. When discussing this offering, the Torah refers to the king as Nasi, and the offering is therefore known as the Nasi's chatas. In other contexts, the term Nasi usually refers to the leader of a tribe or the president of a Sanhedrin.